Welcome to another unboxing. This time we're looking at a Samsung Note 5 that has been refurbished and bought on eBay. It actually came from FedEx, but it came late because of the holidays. But we'll see how this refurbished phone compares to a brand new one. So the Galaxy Note 5 is one of my favorite. It would come with a pen, stylus pen, and I think that's a wonderful feature, especially for a bigger phone.
Okay, so the packaging on this box is very simple. All I had to do was cut along the packaging slip instead of play around with the tape. And this was bought from a seller on eBay. He had lots of reviews and he actually has a lot of these to sell. His description on the product said, minor use, like new. And this phone actually came out in August 2015. That's about 2 years ago. And the price was only $200. It has 4 gigs of RAM and it's made of glass and metal with a quad HD display. So let's hope that there's no scratches, dents, or burnt screens.
So once you open the box, you do see there is the usual power cord. This does not come with the usual Samsung kit. If I were to open this, let's look at the fine details of the cord. Looks pretty much normal. Still uses a micro USB, just right here. Pretty simple. Now comes with the phone and the invoice and nothing else. So no instructions, no nothing. So once you open it, it does look at your phone. They give you a good IMEI, ESN number, and this is a Sprint locked, should be unlocked for a Samsung Note 5. When I take it out, the condition is very clean. Wow, I'm surprised how clean this phone is. There is no dents, no damages on this phone. It looks 100% mint. Wow. I thought there would be some scratches. Looking very thoroughly to see if I could find any scuffles or anything. But it looks very clean, like brand new. Bought this for $200 off eBay. Wow. This is the black version of Samsung Note 5. Still looks really pristine. Wow, perfect. Okay, let's turn on the phone. Hopefully the image isn't burned onto the screen. So, is there no battery? Must be because there's no battery. Well, give me a second, I'll charge it up.
So after plugging in the USB charger that comes with the package, the phone was actually at 0%, and it actually took about an hour, maybe a little bit over an hour, to fully charge this phone to 100%, as you can see on the phone there. And it actually, when you charge it, has that blinking green light on the bottom, also a red light on the top left screen when it's charging. So that's a good thing that this phone has a good battery. And the charger that came with the package is actually just a regular charger. It does not come with a Samsung branded charger, which I doubt would significantly change the speed of charging this phone. As you can see, the startup time right here takes about 30 seconds. You do see the Samsung Galaxy Note 5 logo pop up, and this was first brought by Sprint, so that's why the Sprint advertisement comes on. I wish I could get rid of this. If someone knows how I can get rid of this, please let me know. I mean, this should be an unlocked phone. It says no SIM card right there when it first starts up the screen for the very first time. The screen saver comes on pretty fast, like the lock screen comes on pretty fast. Now it says the device is rooted and welcome to voicemail. So the phone is pretty responsive, and we're going to take a look at how clean this phone is. Now looking at the back side of the Samsung Galaxy Note 5, you do see that it is made of glass. It has a very nice touch to it. It's actually pretty clean. It does accumulate fingerprint smudges, but it is very easy to clean that up. It has a very smooth touch and it's not that slippery at all. And we're looking at the side bezels that are actually made out of metal, which makes this construction of the phone very well built. Now that the phone is fully charged, let's check out the screen quality from this phone that was bought from a third-party seller on eBay. So when you access the front page, you do see a lot of bloatware. On the top left, you do see lots of icons that come and go. So it's pretty responsive. The notifications comes on pretty fast. At first, I did have some trouble with the screen. Like I thought maybe it wasn't really responsive, but after a couple touches, it was pretty smooth and it does coordinate with your fingers really well. So as you can see, I'm sliding it back and forth with no problems. An important part of the phone is that we can make phone calls. So we can tell right here that the dial pad works pretty well. The sound card coordinates with each digit. Whenever you click on one, it makes a sound. We're going to check out the other apps like messages. Right here, there is no messages, so this phone came clean. And you press on the home screen button, it is pretty responsive. I want to check out the other apps, specifically trying to go into maybe the internet, but I don't have Wi-Fi set up yet, especially since I just unboxed it. And we're going to go into the other apps, trying to look at the settings of the phone. Right here, I'm just having trouble maneuvering the phone in my hand. I think the phone wasn't responsive just because it wasn't registering what I was trying to do, since I was trying to do it with only one hand. And when you click on the bottom left corner, that opens all the apps and you can close them and all. So at least that shows that it's really responsive. So when I laid the phone down, you can see that it responds really well. The Note 5 does come with a Quad HD display. I hope you guys can tell that the screen is actually very well illuminated and nice. We can look at the Google apps. When you open that, it displayed all the apps within the folder. That worked really well. Sliding to the left, you do see there's a settings button all the way on the top. You press that just to check out the components, and there you could modify a lot of things on the phone. It does say that it is a Galaxy Note 5. The scrolling works really well. Going up and down is just fine. The touch on it is really good, and it does say right there the device name. And now we're going to check out the bottom of the phone. You do see it does come with a phone jack on the left side, and on the right side is the S Pen. One click and it does come out, so that's pretty good. And when we pull it out, you do see the Samsung logo on the pen, which is really nice. And this is probably one of the key features of this phone. Not many phones have a pen, and if you do like a stylus pen, this is one of probably the best phones to get it for. One of the main reasons I like this phone is because even though the Samsung Galaxy Note 8 came out, it looks just like the S8, and to me that's not really what I want. I want a Note that has its own signature design. You can see that the pen is really responsive to the screen. It does whatever you need to do, either it's sliding or moving the S Pen features. And right here, the phone reacts to the pen flawlessly. There is no problems. You can go to the settings and you can see there's a hovering effect. It highlights the selections that you want, and it tells you which one it's aimed at. So I like that key feature as well. Now we're going to look at the SIM card. So on the left side, I have a Xiaomi Mix. It's a bigger phone, just by a little bit, 6.4. And I'm going to insert one of the nano SIMs into the Samsung Note 5 and see if it's going to recognize the SIM or not. So I'm going to use a paperclip, which I don't recommend. Honestly, I don't, because the paperclip is actually a little bit too big for that little hole for the SIM card holder. So if you have a pin, a regular size pin that is made for the SIM card, I rather recommend that. So it does slide out really easy, and it was a little bit stuck on there because again the paperclip is actually a little bit bigger. So taking that off, you just swap in the nano SIM card into the tray, and then you're going to pop that back in. It's really simple and easy to do. Just try not to damage any part of it.
because you want to keep your phone fully intact and mint condition without any scratches or dents. So putting that in there, it takes you have to be a little bit careful. These are really small, light, and fragile pieces. After you put that in there and you push on the power button, it recognizes that there is a SIM card right away, so I like that, and it asks you to restart the device. There are a lot of key features about this phone, being that it's only 2 years old. The price is really low now. It's about $200. You can get this off eBay. It comes with 4 gigs of RAM, 16 megapixel camera on the rear, and 5 megapixel front camera. Comes with a quad HD display. It has a metal frame, and the back of the phone is made of glass. On the bottom, you do see the stylus S Pen. It also comes with a headphone jack, which is pretty good nowadays. And I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope you guys subscribe, like, and share. Thank you again.